Good evening, family, wherever you are. Y'all keep my baby girl, Coach Tanya, lifted up in prayer. She has been ill a little of late, and we want to keep her lifted up because we know that she gonna be all right. But we're gonna make it do what it does, and I'm gonna come in here and I'm going to get straight to it. But I want to see some of y'all get in place and get in position because we're unlocking some things on tonight. And I want to make sure that I do it right. Make sure that I help as many people as I can to see the writing on the wall, to make sure that the numbers add up, to make sure that the math is mathing. So let's see who I can get in here. Let me put this up for you real quick. The master key to receiving at least 3,000 to 5,000 of travel per year. I'm talking about bonus travel, y'all. I'm talking about it ain't even coming out your pocket at this point. I'm talking about you got it coming. Now, a lot of times you hear that phrase, you got it coming. It's not a good thing, but this is a good thing right here. How about getting 3,000 to 5,000? Elder Minister Lisa Ambassador is in the building. Much love to you. Share this, and we're going to see who we can help, who we can equip, who we can empower. We know we got some new persons coming on your team all the way from Africa. Excited for them and what's going down in that neck of the woods. But shout out to our team right here in the United States of America as well. Let me put this out there with a few people. And see, yeah, there we go. Carol Caspar is in the building. I hope Ohio is doing better for you than it seems to have been doing this this year. The stuff you've been saying about that weather, Lord have mercy. But listen, y'all, the master key to unlocking at least $3,000 to $5,000 of travel every single year. How are you paying for your travel right now? I want you to put that in the comments. How are you paying for your travel right now? Because I'm going to show you that there is a better way. I represent a better life company. And this we know to be true. A better life requires a better way, and we have found it. Kevy Kev is in the building. New York is here. Yep, that's it. Now they know the answers, y'all, because they not new to this, they true to this. But I want to say to our guests, those who are perhaps watching this for the very first time, or maybe you were watching, but you really didn't pay attention. You had all kind of stuff going on in the background, kids running around, goldfish jumping out the tank, cats crawling up I don't know what you had going on, but maybe you were distracted. But tonight, if you will give your undivided attention and focus, I want to ask you a question. I want you to put it in the chat, especially if you're hearing this for the first time. How do you typically, regularly pay for your travel? What do you do? Do you put it on a credit card? Do you put it on layaway? Do you save up for it in the credit union? What's your means? What's your technique and strategy to fund your vacations and your getaways every single year? But let me just jump right into this thing. Y'all seem to be kind of slow tonight, but that's all right. Let me just hit it. Man, I'm going to tell you about a program that I'm so excited about because we're helping people all across this country and all around this globe at a minimum. receive a bonus amount of travel, 3 to 5 thousand, many times more, $3 to 5 thousand of travel per year without it even coming out their pocket, y'all. I want to show you how to do this. I tell you no story. I want to show you how to do this. And let me just say this: we win at the same time. Some people look at life in a particular way. Some at the top, their view of the top is to step on the backs of others and remain at the top. Then others at the bottom, their view of being on the top is that they got to claw their way up, beat people down to get to the top and manipulate. We don't believe in none of that. We believe, number one, we got the top. We at the top. We got the best in this space for sure. And we want to help as many people as we can because we all win together. That's just the bottom line. We're already receiving this. So that's hands down, not taking anything away from you, but wanting to add something to you. If your family will benefit from $3 to 5 thousand of bonus travel every single year, without it coming out of that credit union, without you putting it on that credit card, without it coming out from under your mattress or the cookie jar, we want to have a conversation with you. We want to show you what time it is. We want to show you how much has changed in this industry because there used to be a certain way. Now, let me go over a couple of things I've done in the past. We used to have timeshares, y'all. We've had 3 of them, in fact. Now, I'm not going to stay on this spot too long because it's painful even to think about how many hundreds of thousands of dollars that we literally wasted in a timeshare program. Money that you'll never get back. And if you don't have one, please don't let anybody dupe you into getting one, especially when you see this information. Because I'm telling you what I know, not what I heard. That is a losing recipe. And we're going to show you how to win and then show others how to win. And the more people you help win, the better and the bigger your own personal win is going to be. So don't do the timeshare thing. Somebody write that in the comments. Don't do the timeshare thing. Get away from it. Get out any kind of way you can. Run, Forrest. Don't do it. Run. But not only are the timeshares not the way to go. Now, let me just say this. I'm a travel agent. I've been a travel agent for 13 years. My wife and I, we've booked so many trips and getaways and family reunions and wedding parties and all this over the 13 years. We've had groups of 40, 50, 60, even 70 individuals going different places around the world, so forth and so on. And we enjoy it. But let me tell you something. When you really want to travel and you really want to save the maximum amount of money on your own personal travel or anybody that's going to go with you, it's not using your travel agent. And I'm just telling you the real deal, Holyfield. Now, there are some people who are travel agents and they don't like that word to get out because they feel as though they'll miss out on their commissions. And I'll just be full disclosure, full transparency. It's true. You will miss out on your commissions up front, but it's better on the back end. You have to make a sacrifice up front. And when you make that sacrifice up front for the benefit of your client, that client becomes your biggest advertisement. And now with that, you're unlocking some stuff that you can't do as a travel agent. I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know. Yeah, you're gonna forego a commission or two, but in the course of a year, that same client, that same customer that you would have earned $500 or $1,000 from booking their travel that year, or if it's a big group, then multiply that out. Man, I'm telling you what I know. The math is in the favor of what I'm going to share with you today. So you don't want to go the timeshare route. You don't even want to go the travel agent route. Let me tell you another route you don't want to go, because I want to help you to get at least $3,000 to $5,000 of travel coming into your household every single year in the most simplistic fashion possible. You do not want to go to the OTAs. I know you don't have to talk to anybody. You just click a button. But as soon as you click that button, they're clicking your bank account or your debit card or your credit card or whatever you're using, because all of those are retail rates. they're not doing you any favor. They're not really giving you any discount whatsoever. Now, I know you got that coupon and you thought it was something, but let me tell you something, that coupon was cute. That's about it. It was very comical and creative how they put it together. But let me tell you what I know. Those are retail prices, retail rates. That's all they have to offer. You don't want to go that route. You want to go the route where there's an opportunity for you to get at a bare minimum travel agent rates without being a travel agent. Now, any travel agent will tell you their credentials, their certifications and things that they have to do, quizzes and all this type of stuff and programs they have to study just to make sure they got the right information to share with their clients, so forth and so on. It can be time consuming, and then you get all that information and then you go through all these proposals for people to travel, and then they change their mind at the last minute. It can be a nightmare. But knowing what I know now, let me just share it this way. There's a way for travel agents, if they choose, to have the best of both worlds. Now, if you're not a travel agent, just go with what I'm sharing with you now. Do your homework. Get your calculator out. Numbers don't lie. Folk will lie, but numbers don't lie. Get your calculator out. I'll put this to the challenge. I'll put it to the test with any travel agent that you would like to get involved in this equation. I'm telling you what I know. Again, it ain't what I heard. I've seen it too many times. You will not beat what we have our hands on in this travel club. So you want to make sure that you're maximizing what you have to your advantage, whether you are a travel agent or even a customer. You want to make sure that you get the most bang for your buck. So let's just jump in. I'm going to share with you, Cousin Javon. It's good to see you, man. Good to see you online. I'm going to share with you a video first. I want you to take a look at this because this video kind of spells out some of the details, because I'm going to deal with this from two aspects. It has to be dealt with from two aspects, because there's two type of people. There's that I'm wanting to talk to. There's one that's the money that really there's three. Let me deal with it from three aspects. One person is they work hard, man. They work real hard. They serve a lot of people. They do a lot of things. They run themselves ragged. And by the end of the year, they're so worn out and they need a getaway, but they broke. They don't have the means, the wherewithal to really take a good vacation. I'm not talking about Big Mama's house. I'm not talking about Aunt Shirley. I'm not talking about sleeping, at some. I'm talking about some 5-star experiences. I'm talking about some top-notch type of situations, breathtaking destinations that will literally make your heart flutter when you get out on that balcony and you look out over that ocean or whatever, the city, and you begin to take some of those tours and those excursions and the stuff that you were dreaming about as a teenager or a young adult. Now you're finally doing, and get this, others were paying multiple thousands of dollars to do it. You paid a couple $100. That kind of stuff. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm going to share with you a video that the first type of person that is going to be helped is the person who you've had the dream, you've had the desire, you just haven't had the means to do what it is you have been dreaming about. See, we're dreamers too, but we just dream with our eyes wide open. And I say that not to boast. I just say that because it's the reality. Our eyes are wide open, and the only regret I had is I didn't know about this sooner. So that's the first kind of person I want to reach. Second kind of person is a person that you're already traveling and you're maybe taking not only one, but maybe 2 or 3 or more great vacations a year. Or maybe you got a profession that you travel all the time and you're staying at these hotels and these resorts and these Airbnbs and everything, and you're paying all this retail money. And if you knew what I knew and you would add that up in the course of a year, you probably overpaid not thousands, but in some cases, tens of thousands of dollars. But because you don't know what you don't know, you just keep on paying it. But my question is, how much longer would you want to do that, seeing that I'm about to share some information with you that will change everything? Especially if you get in a one-on-one and I take you into my back office and I show you pound for pound, dollar for dollar, line item by line item by line item, where the savings will be for you. That's the second type of person. The person who's already traveling, who's already doing this thing, but you're so overpaying. Man, they are gouging your eyes out and you don't even know it. I'm telling you, say it again, not what I heard, but what I know. Number three type of person, the third type of person I want to particularly talk to, and this is my favorite, the type of person who is courageous enough, bold enough, and coachable enough to find a way, investigate a way, launch a way to turn this to your advantage, to tap into this $10 trillion industry that we call travel and really get on the winning side. How do you get on the winning side? I'll train you. I'll coach you. I'll show you how to give people what they're already looking for, what they're already overpaying. And when they do the math, it will speak for itself. Got a whole program built around it, but take a look. Tanya is in the building. Baby girl, get some rest. I know you've had a rough week, a rough day, but let me throw this video up. I want my peeps to see this. Take a look at this. This has all three sides for you. Let us know what number you are. Number one, you're just not traveling enough. The time, the cost, the money it takes, you just can't pull it off. Number two, you're already doing it. And you definitely don't want to keep overpaying thousands and tens of thousands of dollars a year. Number three, you're at least open, more than interested, open and willing to investigate how you can tap into a $10 trillion industry and at bare minimum, receive $3,000 to $5,000 of travel, bonus travel every single year. That's the baseline. Take a look at this. I want to share this video with you, and then we'll go from there.
For you to understand what I'm about to share with you, you must first understand the size and magnitude of comparable markets. For example, the oil and gas industry pumps 96.4 million barrels of oil every single day. This generates $13 billion per day, $4.7 trillion per year. 10 of the wealthiest people in the world have come from the oil and gas industry. Imagine you owned an oil well that pumped out this liquid gold every day, allowing you and your family to make money every month, whether you worked or not. Unfortunately, most of us missed that opportunity. But what if you could tap into an industry that is currently twice the size as oil? What if that industry was growing at a rate of 50% and predicted to hit $15.5 trillion by 2033, making it 3 times bigger than the oil industry? What if you were aligned with a company bringing a new concept to that industry, allowing consumers to save as much as 60% compared to all the competitors? What if you could get started for virtually nothing, and your initial goal was to simply register people for free on a website where they can buy the product that they are already buying, but at a price that would save them money every time they purchased? Maybe you missed the oil boom, you missed the computer boom, and the internet boom. But that doesn't mean you have to miss the travel boom. Travel is the one thing that most people dream of doing. For most, it's a passion. And we are bringing a new model to this industry. A model that will disrupt the billion-dollar companies that currently monopolize it. A model that will allow people to do the one thing they've always dreamed of doing at a price they never knew was possible. And you can create residual income by partnering with us and sharing our travel savings. So get back with the person who shared this video with you and ask how you can find out more, because the next big thing just knocked on your door.
All right, listen, y'all. Hey, shout out to Donna is in the building. Much love to you, my dear. Ambassador Mary is in the building. Much love to you as well. I haven't forgotten. I need to get you some information, and I promise you I'll get it to you in the early part of the week. But listen, y'all, how many of you would agree that over the past several decades, technology has changed life as we knew it? I'm 57, and I'm going to tell you, I like gadgets and gadgets and new technology and all that type of stuff. I mean, I'm not the brightest with all of it, but I make it do what it do to the best of my ability. I'm not afraid of it. But there are people I know, they get lost, they get left because they're afraid of technology. But could I tell you, whether we want it or not, it is what it is. And it's not only here to stay, but it's going to get it's going to be a progressive increase. I mean, technology is now moving at lightning speed. I don't have to convince you. Let me just tell you that you've probably seen some of the same things, cars without drivers. I mean, you out there on the road in certain cities, they're not all over the country yet. I mean, I've seen 18 wheelers. Yeah, y'all didn't know they had those out there. Lord have mercy. Uh, I don't know. I don't know what it's going to take, because I think it'll change some stuff. Maybe something going on. Some of them airplanes. Lord have mercy. But I'm telling you, they got so many things on the road today. Autopilot, y'all. No driver, no captain. Intelligence, creativity, technology. You go to some of these counters, you check out at, whether it's a grocery store, a gas station, even at an airport. How many things are you seeing today? I mean, even to serve you your food, robotic technology, apparatus that's doing what a real human being used to do. That job was phased out. That job was eliminated because now they found a more economical way. Now, they invested in this technology, hundreds of millions and billions of dollars to learn how to develop it, so forth and so on, and launch it and distribute it and test it and get all it passed through, all the things that, Raphael, much love to you, man, pass through as it has to do. But I mean, there are people in a warehouse. You would think that a warehouse employee would have some safety in their job, But how many of you have noticed that there are loads of factory jobs and warehousing jobs that have been downsized, where perhaps that complete warehouse or manufacturing location, it used to be housed and manned by 400 people, and now it's operating, y'all, with 75 people, because now they've employed these machines and this technology that is doing what they were doing before, better, more efficient, faster, less error. They don't have to take breaks. Come on. They don't get vacations. They don't need dental. They don't need none of that stuff. So they put in the owners, they put in the money that was necessary, and maybe they paid $500,000 or $1 million on the technology. They got it in motion. They maybe took a loan out, but they laid off 30%, 40% of the force. What am I saying? I'm saying that things have changed. Technology, man. Have you looked? I mean, even your own vehicle, I'm sure your own vehicle. I mean, you're not doing it on. It probably has some things when you back up. Remember how when you used to back up in a vehicle? I mean, some folk today, they can't parallel park, or they can't reverse. But anybody that's old school, you get good with. I mean, you know how to you can back that thing up and make it work, make it do what it do, and get it in there, right? But today, come on, they got technology for that. Be honest with you, I don't trust that technology too much. I still look. I'm old school on that. I still look behind me. I know it's telling me what's behind me, but I still like to look behind on that. Shout it to my head, not to my heart. But not only that, some of y'all got them cassettes, and y'all don't want to throw them away. But what you gonna play them on? I mean, you could barely even play a CD today. What you go is not much that you can even do with that anymore. It's MP3 all the way, y'all. It's digital, man. Y'all remember Blockbuster Video? I'm just breaking it down to you because of going somewhere. That was my favorite. Anybody that knows me, I love movies. Grew up on movies. Just love movies. My favorite, so the adventurous type. And pray my strength. I love gangster movies too. Just pray my strength. Pray me through. Pray me through. But I love movies, and I would do in person at the theater. Sometimes my wife and I, we would just back in the day, we'd do the Blockbuster thing. We'll do the Hollywood Video thing. We get some for the kids. I'll always get a couple for her and a couple for myself. So we getting 4 or 5 movies a weekend. Now this was before things changed, of course. And about the course of a month, we was about $130, $140, sometimes more worth of movies. Lord help us when we had the late fees. You had to add to that because we didn't take them back on time. I ain't gonna talk about that. But my point is, when that Netflix thing came out, man, and they talked about some $9.95 first, I was skeptical. I didn't believe it. But after a while, I said, wait a minute now. I'm paying all this money every month to rent these movies, and Netflix is on Netflix. And I jumped on that Netflix thing and I ain't looked back since. I want you to understand the math. Technology has changed everything we're doing now, whether it's personal, whether it's business, whether it's ministry related. And we have to be smart enough and wise enough to know we're not going back. Could I tell you about this travel? Let me tell you what's prehistoric and old school. Saving up all that money month after month, year after year, hoping that you can save enough to hopefully get something good, or the timeshare thing, which is a monster and a beast and a dragon. I'm telling you, don't do it. Or robbing Peter to pay Paul, not carrying on your responsibilities. You just said, well, I'm gonna take this vacation. So you didn't pay your house note. You didn't make them car payments. You went on that cruise or whatever. Or stacking that stuff up on credit cards. And let me tell you, I've probably done all of it. I've done all of it. But this new way, y'all, this new technology, this new system that we have, man, let me tell you something. We got an opportunity for you to get pricing that you will not. It's a private club. You will not get this pricing anywhere else but in this club, and that is a fact, Jack. Not only will you not get it anywhere else, but you get so much more because you're able to, in our case, there have been multiple years, this one included, where we've had 3, 4, 5, 6 vacation getaways spread out over the course of a year. Some of them were longer than others, but let me tell you, in the past, I would never do that. Number one, I couldn't afford to. But we now have the type of pricing where what we're paying for 4 or 5 getaways and vacations, some folk are paying for one. They go on one cruise, and that one cruise is, I could have did 2 or 3. We're in a club that pays for itself many times over for the person that's going to use it. So the first person, again, I want to talk to, and I ain't going to stay with y'all long because I'm almost through. The first person I want to make sure we're talking to is the person that you've always worked so hard. You put in labor. Man, they pull on you, and you get ragged. You get wore out. And sometimes you feel like you're going to break because you're not taking doggone good care of yourself like you know you should and you deserve, and you keep watering down what you should be doing for yourself. Bible teaches me to love your neighbor as yourself. And you done poured so much into other folk and other people, and they ain't got nothing being poured into you, man. You better go sit yourself down on that island and get that coconut and pop it open and come on. You got to take care of yourself. Not only must you take care of yourself, you got to take care of your family. Man, why you think God gave you that family? Y'all supposed to have some recreation and relaxation together. You supposed to make some memories together. And it ain't all supposed to be in the house, man. It ain't all supposed to be in the neighborhood. Come on. And not only that, but sometimes you got some folk like I do. They're not blood, but they just well be. They're family because we go places and we do things like families, y'all. We make plans. not just to meet up the street, but we meeting across the other side of the world. We're going places, as Tanya says, places we can't spell or pronounce, but we're going. And we've been enjoying ourselves because the pricing allows it. So maybe you're the person that you've always wanted to, but you just didn't have the means to. Reach out to the person that shared this with you, because they'll get your questions answered and they'll connect you with myself if needed. And we're going to make sure that you get set up just right for everything I said to be proven. We don't expect you just to take nobody's word for it, but we want to full disclosure, full transparency, get all your questions answered, take you into the back office line by line, item by item, whatever you need to see, man. We ain't got no game, no gimmick, no, it is what it is. And I'm bold enough to tell you that. Number two, the other person, you're already traveling, but man, you are wasting a fortune. It's your money. I got sense enough to know that. If you want to keep paying retail, it's against my religion, period. But if you want something different, you're going to have to do something different. If you want to keep going, if Blockbuster and Hollywood Video was still open, if you want to keep going and paying $5, $6, $7, per video, and you getting 3 and 4 videos a week, and then I'm telling you, man, this Netflix, bro, you can watch the same movies. All you got to do is pay the membership, and by the time you add up the membership, it pays for itself many times. If you want to keep doing that, I can't stop you. It's your thing. Do what you want to do. So if you're that person, we want to help you, and it is help. We want to bless you. We want to help you and prevent you from spending, wasting thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars a year, depending upon how often you travel and what type of travel you've been taking. But the favorite conversation I want to have with someone, and I need y'all to get in the inbox. I need you to hit me up with the message or reach out to one of our team members that shared this with you. Favorite conversation I love to have is who's the person that we can help to get at least $3,000 to $5,000 of bonus travel coming to you every single year at a minimum. Because I'm going to be honest with you, if that's your minimum is very low. We want to do so much more. We want to help you to acquire so much more than that. But if that's the minimum, that's the welcome mat. That's the front door. We want to show you where the whole house is. In fact, we want to take you to the ranch. We want to show you all around the acreage and all of that kind of stuff. Reach out to the person that shared this with you, or reach out to me personally, and we'll get all of your questions answered. And then the next stop, who knows where the next stop will be. Let me throw this video up, and then I'll be right back and say farewell. I want y'all to take a look at this. Couple of promotions. Here's the first one. Take a look. Joshua Generation, where you at? Where you at? Ready to take your travel to a whole new level in 2025? As you do God's kingdom work and also make time for your own much-needed recreation, recharge, and reflection? Isn't it time to take much better care of yourself, your family, your ministry at the same time? Why must you choose one against the other? You need a solid way to avoid stacking up travel expenses to pay back on your credit card. Interested in finding out how you could travel better, travel more, and pay a whole lot less, even less than travel agents? Set yourself up to enjoy refreshing 4- and 5-star getaways a few times every single year without any timeshare affiliation or any long-term obligation. Find out how you can get top worldwide and national destinations at unbelievable prices, and again, at better than travel agent rate. Get access to our more than 100 plus world tour options to create your own events for yourself, your family, and even your ministry. Use them for your own sabbaticals, for your small groups, your retreats, or even your leadership team getaways. Or maybe the sisters need to come together as they always do. And don't forget the brothers. Bro, we can't leave you out for the men's ministry gatherings. Maybe you want to use it for your young adult fellowships or kingdom workshops and masterminds. And of course, don't leave out your own relaxation and recreation. Well, just click the link below and let's get these travel parties started. All right, ladies and gents, I'm about to let you guys go. But the last thing I'm going to share with you, very excited for our Going Places authors. This will be our third event. Shout out to all the authors and those new ones that are coming. We put together another mastermind event for not only the authors of this work, but if you want to get coached, trained on releasing that gift, that story, that testimony that's inside of you. We have training for that and coaching for that. And this is going to be a great event, another great event with that type of person in mind. Or maybe you've already authored, but there's some coaching to be released. There's some training and there's some learning how to create digital products and things of that sort that will help you make your mark and leave a legacy at the same time. I want to share with you this big event coming up. Now, this year we've been blessed. We've had an event that I was able to attend in Orlando. We did take one cruise out of Miami and go to Punta Cana. Coming up, we have an event in Chicago, Vegas, Alaska, but this is the one that I'm most excited about. And let me share this with you, and then we're out. We have a faith leaders call. Apostle H.D. Wilson will be bringing the word today. He and Coach D. I would encourage you. I'll make it go live on my page again at the top of the hour. It'll be posted on my page. If you'd like to get that information, you definitely will be blessed by it. He'll be sharing a biblical message. But take a look at this, my friend. And if you're interested in going to Dubai, let me just say, one of the most fantastic, amazing cities on the planet, without question. Just immaculate. Beautiful and extraordinary. And we'll be staying right off the beach. We'll be staying for $159 at this resort, this beachfront resort. Breakfast for 2, 7 mornings, $159, 5-star. The equestrian center is there, so we will be doing horseback riding. The marina is right there, so we will be renting, in this case, the catamaran, private yacht for the team. The ladies will be doing their flying dress excursion again, and there'll be so many other excursions. But in the midst of that, there'll be many things that we'll do to include some celebrations, some prayer calls, some Bible studies, and some training specifically for authors and coaches. So if that's your type of thing, you definitely need to reach out to us. But take a look at this, and I think you'll be excited. Take a look. Calling all authors. Are you a brand new author or ready to write your first book? Well, join Master Keys Coaching and Team Going Places. Next stop, Dubai. September the 16th through the 22nd of 2025. Prices as low as $159. That's 7 days, 6 nights at a 5-star hotel with breakfast for 2.
Right, we got H-Town in the house. Last time I saw them, we were in Paris, but we are now officially in yeah.
Sign up now to join us for this special event. That's 7 days, 6 nights on a beachfront property, 5-star resort. We're going places. Next stop, Dubai.
Give him the maximum glory.